Today's Bible study is from Genesis chapter 11. Let's start from verses 1 to 2. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. Here we learn that after the flood, humanity still had unity, one language and common speech. Instead of spreading across the earth as God commanded, they gathered in Shinar, Babylon. Their decision to settle was the seed of rebellion. Verses 3 to 4. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven. And let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. The Tower of Babel wasn't just about architecture. It was about pride and self-glory. Humanity sought to reach heaven on its own terms, without God. Notice the phrase, make a name for ourselves. It shows their desire for fame, control, and independence from God. Verses 5 to 6. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. This doesn't mean humans could surpass God. Rather, God saw that with unchecked pride and unity in rebellion, humanity would spiral deeper into sin. Divine intervention was necessary to prevent self-destruction. Verses 7 to 9. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth. And they left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth. And from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. God disrupted their plans by confusing their language. What humans feared, being scattered, became their reality. Yet, this scattering was ultimately God's will, to fill the earth. Babel shows us that human pride leads to division, but God's purpose always stands. Verses 10 to 26. These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old, and begot Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. And Shem lived after he begot Arphaxad 500 years, and begot sons and daughters. And Arphaxad lived 35 years, and begot Sulla. And Arphaxad lived after he begot Sulla 403 years, and begot sons and daughters. And Sulla lived 30 years, and begot Eber. And Sulla lived after he begot Eber 403 years, and begot sons and daughters. And Eber lived 34 years, and begot Peleg. And Eber lived after he begot Peleg 430 years, and begot sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years, and begot Reu. And Peleg lived after he begot Reu 209 years, and begot sons and daughters. And Reu lived 32 years, and begot Serug. And Reu lived after he begot Serug 207 years, and begot sons and daughters. And Serug lived 30 years, and begot Nahor. And Serug lived after he begot Nahor 200 years, and begot sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 29 years, and begot Terah. And Nahor lived after he begot Terah 119 years, and begot sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years, and begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran. The genealogy of Shem to Abram is listed here. This connects the story of Babel to the story of faith. From the scattered nations, God chooses Abram, through whom he will bless all nations. Verses 27 to 32. Now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran begot Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity, in Ur of the Chaldees. And Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Iscah. But Sarai was barren, she had no child. And Terah took Abram his son, and Lot the son of Haran his son's son, and Sarai his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife. And they went forth with them from Ur of the Chaldees, to go into the land of Canaan. And they came unto Haran, and dwelt there. And the days of Terah were 205 years. And Terah died in Haran. We're introduced to Terah's family, including Abram, Sarai, and Lot. They set out from Ur toward Canaan but settle in Haran. The stage is set for Abram's calling in the next chapter. Genesis 11 reminds us that prideful ambition apart from God leads to confusion and division. But God's plan is bigger. Out of scattered nations, He begins His redemptive story through Abram. The Tower of Babel points us forward to Pentecost, Acts 2, where God reverses Babel by uniting people of every tongue under one gospel. Thank you for joining us in today's study of Genesis 11, the story of the Tower of Babel and God's plan through Abram. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Bible chapter studies. Also, I'd love to hear from you. What lessons stood out to you from the Tower of Babel? Do you think humanity's pride today mirrors Babel in some ways? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's learn together as a community of faith. And if this message blessed you, please like and share the video so others can also discover God's Word. May God bless you as you continue to seek Him. Until our next lesson, Shalom, peace.